right, I'm on hole number 7 of the Paradise Islands tournament. I'm in the qualifying round of the rookie division, Tuesday's qualifying round. Let's see here. Hole number 7, and hole number 7 is Oasis, hole number 5. What do we have in store for us here? This is the fish hole. Awesome. Awesome. We have a serious chance of hole in one here. Serious chance. And we need a guardian all day and twice on Sundays. And it's going to be at 1 per ring. So, hey, I figured out something here. So here's what I figured out. Let's do some math. Let's do some math here. Hey, for anybody who has a guardian that's level where your accuracy, where your accuracy is 1.2. So if your accuracy is 1.2, I'm using a guardian. I'm using a guardian on this hole right here. So I'm using a guardian on this hole, and I'm doing 1.2 per ring. And I'm adding on 20%. So I'm adding on 20% to the wind. So if I add on 20% to the wind, here's the equation. It would be 1.20. That's the wind. Okay, times whatever the wind is. And let's say the wind is, let's say the wind is 2.4, or let's say it's 3. Okay, so 1.2 times 3. So that'd be 3. And then 20% of 3, 10% would be 3, so it'd be 6. So it'd be 0.6, right? So it'd be 3.6. Would be what the wind, how much we would be pulling out in our rings, right? We'd pull out 3.6 rings. So then we would divide that by how much we're counting for the rings. And so we're counting 1.2 for the rings because that's what it is at Max Club, is 1.2 per ring. So 3.6 divided by 1.2 equals 3.0. So if you have a guardian that's accuracy is 1.2 per ring, all we have to do when we get on this hole to help speed up the equation is look at the wind. If the wind up here is 3.6 miles per hour, then we're just going to do 3.6 rings. Okay, because we're working the math to try and make it into a where we're just doing it's 3.6 rings. That's how the math works out. Hooray for us. So we don't have to do any math on this hole. It's 3.6. Whatever the wind is, that's how many rings we're going to move. And I'm going to do somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 backspin. So let's see if we can get this hole down. So hopefully all that made sense. Okay. But it's going to be easier to make the wind adjustment here for sure. I'm going to try in my other account. Let's see if I'm going to try my other account and bring a turkey ball. So here that would be a katana. All right, that's all I need. I'm doing whatever the wind is. Whatever wind is. With about 7 backspin, somewhere in that neighborhood. I used to not think of this as a big hole-in-one hole, but the 20% wind adjustment is dead on. And it's not from the top of the hill down there. It's from that middle rough. So if you look, you got the green, you got the fringe, you got the fairway. Then you got the first cut of the rough, and then you got the second cut of the rough. And the second cut of the rough is the rough that's up there at the top of the hill. And I want to be in that first cut of the rough. The second cut of the rough, you're engaging, it's rolled. So like you put your hand out in front of you and you cup it. It's rolled like that at the top. So if you hit it a little bit far forward, a little bit far back, it can change the trajectory going down the hill. And they were aiming towards the top, but they actually hit in the second cut that I want because they didn't do that 20% wind adjustment. So it's somewhere in the neighborhood of there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 backspin. I just line it up right to the cup. It's 3.5. There's 1, 2, 3.5. Try and hit it perfect. And I hit it great to the right. Arrgh. It went great to the right. Perfect would have been in the hole. That's what I'm saying right there. It's whatever the wind is. It was 3.5. I'm going to move it 3.5 rings. And then the math is already worked out for us. So we don't have to do any equations when we get to this hole. We can work strictly on setup. And the 7 backspin is dead on. So you can just dial it right up to the cup. And the wind already tells you how many rings you're supposed to move. And do a full shot there. And I'm telling you guys, that shot right there is you're going to get a hole-in-one at least one time, if not more, if you do that shot right there. I couldn't be more excited on that particular hole of that adjustment, because it is dead on. So everybody steal that and use that shot right there, but don't do the shootout. So don't give people the opportunity to see you do that. You know how to do that shot. So don't do the shootouts on that hole, because we don't want the word to spread. If we want the word to spread, then they need to watch the channel. All right, I will forfeit. I do not want to practice that hole either. I don't want to give ideas to people on that hole. I'm practicing that hole and trying to learn a new way of coming at it. So I don't want to spread the word. All right, that was hole number 7 of the Paradise Island tournament and Tuesday's qualifying round in the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.